Today on Max Handy Gadgets, we're cooking thick and juicy boneless pork chops, sous vide then seared, so let's get started. Okay, and today to make our nice, delicious, thick boneless pork chops, really tender and juicy, we're gonna make it out of this Smithfield center cut pork loin here. Yep, it's about 5.5 pounds or so. I don't know if you can read it. Yep. It's pretty big, but we're not going to use all that. We're just going to, cut two nice big boneless pork chops out of the middle there. Yeah. Okay. So let's get started doing that. We'll unwrap this and we'll cut it up. Oh, you know something? Before we do that, I better sharpen my knives. I just remembered. Yeah. Okay. Let's put this aside for a minute. And we'll go ahead and take our AnySharp knife sharpener. Yep, this comes in handy just like it is today. It really does do a good job sharpening your knives. And we've been using this for over 2 years now, so it's still working good. And when it fails, if it does, we'll let you guys know. But so far, it's working really good. So let's just go ahead and put it down here and lock it down with its nice base here, so it don't move. And we'll take our aceti knife here. It's a Santoku knife, and we'll sharpen it up. Pull through there maybe 3 times. Real nice and light. And that's all you have to do, and that's going to be sharp. Okay, let's find out how sharp it is on our pork loin roast, right? Okay, let's do it. Okay guys, here's our beautiful center cut pork loin that we took out of the package, and it's about 5.5 pounds. And we're going to make our delicious, tender, juicy, boneless pork chops out of this. So we're just going to go ahead and cut this right in half, and then we'll make our boneless pork chops out of the thickest part here. That sounds good, doesn't it? All right, let's do that. We'll take our aceti knife here, that we just sharpened with our AnySharp knife sharpener, and let's see how sharp it is. All right, let's go for it. We'll cut this right in half. Wow. That definitely is sharp. Let me see if I can show you. Look at that. Don't they look good? Okay. They're going to be really nice. Okay, let's put this piece aside and we'll use this one. Okay guys, that's just a really nice pork loin there. Look at that. Doesn't that look good? Can you see it? Okay. Let's go ahead and make our chops out of that because that's going to be really thick ones. We're going to make them like over 1 inch thick, Okay, let's just make them like, you can use your thumb, There's 1 inch right there to your knuckle. But if you want to know about halfway between that, that's about 1.5 inches. So we'll go about right there. All right, let's do that. Look how thick that is. All right, let's cut that. All right, let's see how that one turned out. Beautiful. Look at that. Okay, let's do another one. We'll measure it with our thumb. Cut it right about there. Okay. They're nice and thick. Beautiful. Okay. Look at that. Can you see it? Boy, they're going to be really good. And we'll save this one, because we can make anything we want out of it. We can make another chop later or tomorrow, These really come in handy, these center cut pork loins. You can make almost any of them, make thin chops and put them in a pan with mushroom and gravy sauce. Oh yeah, that sounds good. Okay, let's get ready to sous vide these up, but first we have to season them. So let's do that. Let me put this one aside. Okay guys, there's our delicious looking, beautiful boneless pork chops that we're going to sous vide and then sear them up in our cast iron skillet. Boy, this is going to taste good. All right, let's just go ahead and have a look at them. Boy, look how thick they are. Can you see them? Look at that. They're beautiful. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and season these babies up and then we'll get started sous vide. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put a little coarse kosher salt on there. Now you can be kind of generous with it because it is coarse salt, so let's just go ahead and do it. We'll put enough on there. Okay. Then we're going to go ahead and add a little garlic powder. Yep. And a little bit of onion powder. Now this is to taste. but you can put quite a bit on during the sous vide process. Now we're going to add a little bit of black pepper. Okay, and a tiny bit of smoked paprika. That always makes it taste good. Okay, pat that in, and we'll go ahead and flip them over. And we'll do this side. Boy, they got a nice fat cap. This is going to make it taste good. Okay, let's put a little salt on, the coarse kosher salt. Put a little bit on this one. Okay. Put a little garlic powder. Now you can put whatever seasonings you like on these before you sous vide. And a little bit of onion powder. And some black pepper. And some smoked paprika. Yeah, this makes it taste a little smoky, like they've been on a grill. Pat them in. Okay, they look good. Okay, now we're going to just take an ordinary Ziploc bag. Yep, and we're going to put our beautiful boneless pork chops right in there. And boy, are they thick. And they're seasoned really nice. All right, let's see if we can get them in there. Look at them. Beautiful. All right. Okay, let's get the other one. Okay, leave a little room between there if you can. And get most of the air out. And then zip it up. And we'll get the rest of the air out when we put it in the sous vide Instapot. Yeah. Okay, look at them. Don't they look good? Can you see them? Boy, they're beautiful looking. Okay, let's just go ahead and get our Instapot ready and we'll start sous vide. Yeah, that sounds good. Let's do it. Okay, now we just take our Instapot pressure cooker lid off. And let's go ahead and fill our pot, you know, about halfway up or so, full of water. And then we can start sous vide. Okay, let's do it. Let's get our pot out of there. Okay, let's put our pot back. It's got some water in there. Okay, now this is an 8-quart Instant Pot, and we filled it to about 5 quarts. So we're going to go ahead and add our nice boneless pork chops in there. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, here they are, guys. Look at them. Can you see them? Boy, don't they look nice? All right, let's go ahead and put them in our water bath here, and we'll use the water displacement method to get most of the air out. You know, unzip that. And we'll go ahead and put a straw in there to get pretty much all the air out. Okay. All right, the air is pretty much out of there. Okay, that looks good. All right, let's go ahead and zip it up. Pull our straw out and zip it up. Okay, they're in there good. Okay, they're submerged nicely. So let's just go ahead and put our lid on. And now all we have to do is set our pot. Okay. Okay, let's set our Instant Pot to sous vide. And we're not going to go 2 hours. We're going to go 4 hours. Okay? And we're not doing 150 degrees. We're going to take that down to 140. And we're going to hit start. Okay, and that's it. Our Instant Pot will come up to temperature and it'll start cooking our boneless pork chops to the perfectly done medium rare in the middle. Okay, when you sous vide and you want your boneless pork chops to be a little more on the rare side, just go ahead and drop the temperature down a little bit, like 135-ish, somewhere around there. And then when you go ahead and sear them, you can bring them up to your temperature you want. And that's the key to sous vide. You can control the temperature of the cook before you sear. Well, that's really good. Okay guys, I'll bring you back when the Instant Pot is up to temperature. Okay guys, our Instant Pot is up to temperature And I missed the startup, but it's 3 hours and 56 minutes on the clock at 140 degrees Fahrenheit, and our sous vide boneless pork chops will be done. And hopefully they're really tender and juicy in the middle, and then we'll go ahead and sear them up. Yeah, boy, that sounds good. All right, I'll bring you back when it's just about done. And for you, it'll be just like that. For me, I'll see you in 3 hours and 50-some minutes. Yeah, okay. I guess you know what it's time for now, don't you? Yep, something nice and cold to drink, like a wobble pop. That sounds good. Okay guys, our thick boneless pork chops are done. Let's hit cancel, and let's take a look at them together. Okay guys, let's take a look at them, see how they did. Oh wow, look at that. Look at the juice in there. Boy, they look really, really good. Okay, let's get them out of there and we'll get ready to stir them up. Yeah, I can't wait to have a bite of these. Boy, they're thick and they're big. Okay. Okay guys, here they are right out of the Instant Pot. And they were in there and they sous vide for 4 hours at 140 degrees Fahrenheit. And let's get them out of the bag and see how we did. Okay, there's one. Boy, that really looks good. Okay, let's get the other one out. Okay, here's the other one. Really looks good. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and save our juice here, and we might make a little gravy. That sounds good, doesn't it? Okay guys, just to show you how thick these are, you know, I think my thumb was a little off this time. Yep. Alright, let me go ahead and measure this. Look at this. It's 2 inches thick. Okay? So, it's a little over 1.5 inches. It's 2 inches. That's good. They probably started out at about 2 1/4. Yep. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and pat these dry. Don't rub off any of the good seasonings. You know, just go ahead and pat them dry. Okay, that looks pretty good. Okay, let's do this one. Okay, they look pretty good. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to add a little more salt. Okay, tiny bit of garlic powder. A little bit of extra pepper. Yeah. And a tiny bit of onion powder. And we might as well go ahead and add a little more of our smoked paprika on there. Alright, pat them in. Okay, let's flip them over. And we'll put a little salt on this side. A little bit of garlic powder. A little bit extra pepper. Some onion powder. And a little more of our smoked paprika. That helps and makes it nice and smoky. Pat them in, good. Okay, now all we have to do is go ahead and get ready to sear these babies up in our cast iron skillet, and then we'll have a delicious dinner. Yep, thick boneless pork chops that are going to be tender, juicy, and delicious. Yeah, I hope so. So let's go ahead and fire up our cast iron skillet and fry these babies up. All right, let's do that. Okay, let's set our burner to medium, and we'll go ahead and put a little oil in the pan. Now put enough so you can get a good sear on those pork chops. And we'll let our pan get warmed up good, you know, nice and hot. Okay, our skillet's hot enough, so let's go ahead and take our beautiful boneless pork chops, and boy, are they thick. Can you see them? They are thick, and they're really well seasoned. And hopefully they're going to be perfectly medium rare in the middle. So let's go ahead and put them right in there. Okay, this one. Okay, and we're going to let them go maybe 2 minutes each side, and then we'll do our edges. Boy, this smells good in this kitchen. I wish you could smell this. And they're sizzling away. There's nothing like a pan with something in it and it's sizzling. Yeah, love that. Okay, let's go ahead and see how we're doing. We'll flip that over. Beautiful. Okay, let's try this one. Boy, they're big. All right. Look at them. Boy, they look really good. Okay, we'll let them go maybe 2 minutes on that side. Okay, it's been about 2 minutes. Let's see how we did. Oh yeah, they're beautiful. Okay, let's flip this one back. Okay, they look really good. Okay, it's time for us to do our edges. So we'll just go ahead and flip this one up on its side here. Let's see if we can get it. Wow. Okay, here we go. Okay, we'll put that one over the side there and we'll get this one done. Wow, they're hot. Okay. Gotta crisp up that little fat layer there. Most of it rendered down in the sous vide process and turned into like that juice, you know, that was left in the bag. So it turned out really good, and they're probably basted real good, you know. And this pan here is going to be loaded with flavor bits that you can make a real nice gravy out of if you want. Maybe I'll do that later or off camera or whatever, but we'll find out. Okay, but boy, are these smelling good. Just go ahead and make sure you do your edges. That's where all the flavor is in that fat, and crisp that up, you know. Get it nice and crispy. Okay, let's do this side. Okay, that looks good. Let's do this side. Okay, let's go up on the edge here a little bit and see if we can get that. Okay, maybe we can get this edge a little better. Okay, that looks good. All right, let's put that aside for a minute and we'll do the other one. Boy, I wish you could smell this. Okay, let's flip it up on its side here a little bit. There you go. Okay. Our beautiful pork chops are done. Let's shut off our burner. And let's go ahead and get them out of there, and we'll put them right on the cutting board, right here. Beautiful. Look at them. They're going to be nice. Wow. Boy, don't they look good? Can you see them? Yeah, and they're big. Okay, let me see if I can spin them around for you so you can see them good. Look at that. Okay. Okay, I can't wait to have a taste of these because they're delicious looking and they smell wonderful. All right, let's have a taste. Okay guys, here they are. Look at that. Don't they look good, those pork chops? Wow. And we went ahead and made mashed potatoes and green beans to serve with them. Yeah. And these pork chops were sous vide for 4 hours at 140 degrees, and then we seared them up on our cast iron skillet. And they are thick, and hopefully they're tender and perfectly done in the middle, like medium rare, you know. That'll be good. And we did check them. They were about 150 degrees when we pulled them out of the pan, so we just had to know. So there you go. Okay, you know what we're missing? A little bit of gravy for our mashed potatoes. Put that on there. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. You could put some on your pork chops if you want. And we're gonna go ahead and add a little salt to our potatoes and our green beans, and a little bit maybe on our pork chops. We're gonna add some pepper to our green beans and our potatoes. And we can't forget our butter in our potatoes, so we'll put a little butter in there. And then our green beans. Yeah, that'd be good. Boy, they look nice, don't they? Look at those green beans. All right. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and put a little bit of parsley flakes on our potatoes. There you go, and you might as well put some on our pork chops too, because it looks nice. Plus they taste good. Okay guys, there you have it. A delicious sous vide boneless pork chops that are probably going to be very tender and juicy, and we're going to find out in a second here when we have a taste. Yeah. Okay, so let's just go ahead and have a taste and see how they really are. All right, I'm going to cut into this one right here. Oh yeah, is that tender? Let me get another piece off there so I can show you. Beautiful. Okay, let's go ahead and check this out, see how it is. Oh wow, can you see it? How moist that is? Look at the juice coming out. Can you see it? There you go, maybe you can see it now. All right, let's just go ahead and cut that in half because that's too big a bite. All right. All right, there you go. Let's cut it in half there like we did, and we'll have a bite. All right, let's have a bite. Dip it in a little gravy. Boy, that doesn't that look good? Okay, this is going to be tender and juicy, I just know it. Okay, let's do it. Let's have a bite. Boy, is that flavorful, and that is really tender and juicy. Just go ahead and make them that way, you know, sous vide them for 4 hours at 140 degrees, pull them out and sear them up, and you're good to go. It's best to do a thick pork chop though that way, you know, so it ends up tasting like this. Yeah. All right, let me just go ahead and have another little bite. Look at that. Can you see it? And the crust, beautiful on there. All right. Is that good? All right, let me see if I can show you this piece, because that was the second cut in. Can you see that? Just how tender that is? And moist. Can you see the moisture? Beautiful. And it is tender and very flexible and wiggly. All right. All right, let me go ahead and cut another piece. Get in a little deeper. See the juice running out? Can you see it? All right. Oh, wow. Look at that. That is so tender and juicy. Oh yeah, okay. They're beautiful. Okay, let's just go ahead and have a string bean here, you know? Nice. Oh yeah, love my beans. Let's try a little bit of this mashed potato back here. Can you see them? Okay. Okay guys, since we have quite a bit of gravy left here, we might as well go ahead and put it in a nice bowl here. Put it right there. And we'll go ahead and pour that right in there. Add a little extra pepper to the gravy. And put a little parsley flakes on that. Okay. Okay, there you have it guys. Delicious sous vide thick boneless pork chops that are tender and juicy. And boy, are they juicy. They're just plain delicious. And you know what to go good with this, since I'm having it for dinner? You know? I'm having a nice chilled glass of white wine today. Doesn't that sound good? Yeah, that sounds good. Alright guys, if you're enjoying these videos, go ahead and like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Delicious sous vide thick boneless pork chops that are tender and juicy. That's what's for dinner tonight. You can't beat that right there.